we slide. The kicker stands ready. And off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. On the ground, it's Calais. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Fields. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Jets, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They run with Calais. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Carl Lawson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A 1st down carry for Barkley. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bears' 19-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be caught by Smith for a Jet touchdown. Jeff Smith, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Second down at 5. Back to throw. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Fields on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run. Calais. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. To throw is Fields. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Out of the gun, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Tight is Ringo. Tight is on Ringo. Tight is on Ringo. Hey, got four down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on third down, Fields. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Raymond Calais, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
1st down. Here's the run with Montgomery. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Fields. That's complete right around the 8. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is out of bounds here.
59 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Here's Bawden, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Nick Bawden, as the first half is winding down, and the Bears have taken the lead.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
58's Mike, 58. 58's Mike. I know he ain't got it. Watch out, watch out.
To throw again on second down. Wilson looking deep for Adams. And got his man complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So the 3 points there in CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
1 second, all that remains.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
You'd have to imagine, given the snowy condition, lots to talk about at halftime for these two coaching staffs. Plenty of decisions to be made for this second half for sure. And for the call, we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Indeed, Coach. Thanks very much. And that snow you alluded to showing no signs of stopping, at least in the foreseeable future.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
59 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Adams.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Now it's Wilson. He dumps it off to Barkley. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Forced out to his, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Russell Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown run, and the Jets are going to retake the lead.
The extra point by Sly is up and good,
and it's now 17-14.
14. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now Fields.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, They brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Fields.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Now a first down throw, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here's Calais. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. On second and 9, Fields. Dancing to his left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Bears on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 9. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bears on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 9.
Fields now to throw.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears. Raymond Calais with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth quarter lead.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Off play action, Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now a handoff as they run left side. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
They snap it to Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Farrell.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here's Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And now here's a carry heading left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Hard throw, incomplete.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to go up top again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the 27-yard line.
4 down, 4 down. Go, 14.
Now Wilson. Complete. Smith has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throw taken in by Slayton. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
On Barkley, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And they're now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this to his running back, Calais. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. One play action, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Chicago, they finished things off in style, putting a bow on a 14-3 regular season.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Jets,
the loss means they'll finish at 11-6 overall.
And it's going to be wait-and-see time as they figure out their status for the upcoming playoffs.